we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and come to you? And the king will answer and say unto thee, Assuredly I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you did it to me. And this, the final message. Jesus envisions the final judgment. And on that day, he will issue an irresistible command. Everyone who has ever lived will be gathered in the great harvest of souls. Every person. You will be there. I will be there. Your neighbors, your friends, your parents, your kids, everyone will be there. All the nations will be gathered. Every person who has ever lived. The U.S. Census Bureau says that 107 billion people have been born since the dawn of time on this earth. All 107 billion people will be there. All of the angels will be there. How many angels are there? The Bible talks about 10,000 times 10,000 times thousands and thousands of angels. No one knows how many angels there are. There are angels overseeing this gathering tonight. And all of those angels will be present. Every person who has ever lived, every angel in the universe will be present. But most importantly, Jesus Christ will be present. And at the right time, he says that he will be seated on the throne of glory. That means that he will be recognized, he will be crowned by every person as the King of the universe. He already is the King of the universe. However, some contest his kingship. But on that day, no one will contest his kingship. Everyone will remove their crowns in deference to his. And the cosmos will finally have what the cosmos so desperately needs, a one-king kingdom. And the Bible says that every tongue will confess and every knee will bow. Every person will acknowledge, all 107 billion people will acknowledge, some for the very first time. And they will do so sadly because then they will be separated from the King. But others of us will do there what we are doing here. We will confess gladly, and we will acknowledge him as our King. And we will have eyes only for him. He will be seated on the throne of glory. You will not notice anyone else. You may be standing next to the most famous people in the history of the world. You may have Napoleon to your right, George Washington to your left. You may have Lady Gaga right in front of you. But listen, you will not notice. You will have eyes only for the King of Kings. And once he is acknowledged, give it up for him. And once he is acknowledged as the King of the universe, his first step will be to take the role of a shepherd. Now this is interesting. He will walk among that great flock of humanity and separate them as a shepherd separates a sheep from the goats. I don't know, maybe he'll have a staff and he'll just nudge us this way, then that way, then this way. And we wonder what would cause one person to be qualified as a sheep and another as a goat. And Jesus' answer is that I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was in prison, and you came to see me. I was naked, and you gave me clothes to wear. I was a stranger, and you made me feel at home. And those who are sheep will look and they'll say, now, when did that happen?